point of this video is basically to start off a channel which is going to chronicle the efforts that an entrepreneur is, yours truly, going to make to bring a product from start to success. And so it seems to be a good product to me, and I'm going to talk about that. But first of all, starting off with who am I? So first of all, my name is Hasan Abdullah, and I am a business owner. I'm also an immigration attorney. So my business is an immigration law firm. I've been running this business for about a bit over a half dozen years. And I'd like to say it's had its ups and downs, but to be honest, it's had just ups. And I'm not trying to be, I'm just giving you the facts. Like when I started this business, I already had some reputation and I had some clients, and I knew exactly what I needed to do to get the business off the ground in terms of advertising and building reputation over the years. So we're a successful firm, not the most successful, obviously, could be a further ahead, but it's respectable that we are one of the best rated firms in Northern California, and we have a team of we're getting close to 10 employees now. And what else can I say? Right now I'm at a crossroads. I could focus heavily on marketing. I already have a budget at the firm for marketing, which it's about maybe $7,000, $8,000 a month, about $7,000 probably. And so we haven't really scaled it up as much as it can be scaled up, meaning that it's not saturated at all. There's still so much room to spend and get back, because the spend versus return on the ad spend is, well, it's still highly positive. So there's a lot more room to spend and grow the firm. But I can sort of pause that and keep us at a bit of a stable, calm status quo, which is what I will be doing right now. Because I have another idea that I need to also further. And I'm only one person, and keeping too many businesses is just not feasible. I think an entrepreneur can really only handle so much, maybe 2 businesses. But again, I'm just giving my own perspective on this. Everyone will have a different perspective. And so with this business, what led me to this new idea, and what is this new idea? So this new idea is this. It started in 2021 when I hired my first remote worker. Well, the employee was actually not a remote worker, but they asked for remote work. And I said, okay, you can work remotely. So our firm is located in the San Francisco Bay. This person moved off to Texas. So the firm allowed the worker to work from Texas. And she was performing at a level still at a high level, that is. And it was very impressive. And it led me to understand and believe and realize that remote working, we can supplement our team with a remote worker, and it's not a problem. Because she was very productive. And after 6 months, that ended. So the next step was to try to expand out, because that led me to understand that we can definitely hire a remote worker, but why should I pay American wages to an American to work remotely when the entire world is an option for remote work? So that led me to understand I need to look internationally and see where can I find a employee labor market, that is, where people have a strong proficiency of English. People are also having a low cost of living. So there are some prime candidate countries where you can do that. You could look at India, you could look at the Philippines. The thing is, these markets, I'm not going to say they're saturated, but it's been overdone. And it's probably very competitive. South America, maybe, but I think their level of English proficiency and fluency and familiarity with US culture, it's there, but I don't think it's at really that high of a level. So that led me to, obviously in Europe, people in Germany, UK, France, Italy, they understand, you know, there's probably plenty of really good people who you can have as a labor pool, but guess what? Their cost of living is still relatively high. So that led me to the Balkan region and Eastern European region. And so I ended up hiring somebody from this region, and they performed very well. And their accepted salary, you know, it's cutting my cost in half, okay? So now with all this extra savings that this worker is providing for their labor, I'm able to pay local high-level workers more. The attorneys at my firm, I'm able to afford better salaries for them. I'm able to afford more money to advertise. So it just showed me that I'm already getting ahead in my business just because I supplemented the team with a remote worker. So then that led me to realize there's got to be a way to connect this market with the US labor market, US job market, because in the US we have a shortage of jobs, a shortage of workers for the jobs. We had the Great Resignation post-COVID, and that has really been the bane of HR in the US, of companies in the US, because turnover is getting as high as ever, and the expectations, the entitlement of employees in the US, I know that sounds bad, but look, it happens. Entitlement, it's not a curse word, it's just a fact. You get more entitled when you have more options. That's just nature. So the thing is, those options are there, and they're taking advantage by demanding remote work, demanding better compensation, etc. So the way around that is to bypass that because there's a shortage. And so to do that, we're creating a platform to connect both markets. And you know, you want to at a glance be able to see how competent somebody is. So the objective of this site is to have sort of in a chart showing what someone's competency is by their test scores on a very particular built-in test, which can be completed in, you know, just 15 minutes at the most, right? And then employers can very quickly assess in advance and know what that person's minimum accepted salary is. So this is something no one else is doing, and I think it's going to be successful for those reasons, because it's very convenient. It's something I would use as a business owner. So that's basically the objective, and I think it's a good idea. And we're going to find out how good of an idea it is, but it depends on how well it's executed. So I have to surround myself with the right people and try to make this work out. How much have I spent so far? So far it's just website development, so you know, it's in the 60,000 range, give or take. And there's no profit yet. Obviously there's not going to be any profit because we want to have as many users as possible, making it free for employers and for job seekers. So I'm taking it all on the chin, and it's fine. It's going to work out, I hope, and we'll do everything we can as a team to make it a success. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.